$50,000, which I'll get to in just a second. Then you've got the closing costs with the title company. We use a title company called getcreativetitle.com. I'll write that down so you guys can use the same company, getcreativetitle.com. Okay, so we pay them $5,000 in closing costs. We then have a renovation, let's say, of $50,000. We then have holding costs, right? We've got payments and utilities and, let's say pest control and pool maintenance and all of those types of things, insurance. Then I usually will even pay myself up front. I will borrow an upfront fee to pay myself, pay my groceries, pay my bills, etc. Okay, and so really when you look at the deal, I'm buying a property for $300. I'm getting a loan from myinvestorloan.com for $240, but I'm missing $150,000, right? I've got a gap, which is my down payment for my purchase, and I've got all my expenses along the way. Plus, I want to pay myself some money up front. So 155 is missing. Okay, so this is one of the things I do in my business. People come to me and they go, Pace, I went to myinvestorloan.com, but I'm missing all of these dollars. I want to go flip a house or, do a lot more projects. Where do I come up with the $155,000? Well, you get it from gap lenders. That's one way we call them, gap lenders. We also call, in our community, we call them gators, or people will just call them PMLs, okay? I will do that lending for you. So you don't need to worry about finding any of them. I will do all of that for you. money@pacemorby.com. Just go to them and go, hey, I need a gap lender. Of course, you'd have to have a project, etc. Okay. So this is how we do it. We borrow our first chunk of money from My Investor Loan. We borrow the rest of the money from a gap lender. When I was just starting out, it was gators, PMLs. And then we go do, 3 or 4 month renovation on the property. And then we go sell this thing for, let's say, I think this house, let's look at it. This house, we are all in $581. Now, what's cool about that is that includes my renovation budget. So check it out. This is my missing money, $99,559. I literally borrowed the same money I'm telling you I borrowed right here. All my missing money is that $99,000 on that deal over there. Okay. So we'll turn around and sell this. We're all into it. $581. That is including everything. That's including my renovation budget. That's including my monthly payments. That's including paying myself up front. That's including literally everything. $581, $630, $82. Okay. So I'm all into this property. $581. Let's just say $582. Okay, make it simple. We'll turn around and sell that house for probably $750 in Phoenix, Arizona. And our net, here's the thing a lot of people don't really realize, is when you sell a property for $750, like when you're brand new, you go, oh, $750, and he's all into it for $582. Well, it looks like we've got $68,000 spread, something like that, $168,000. Okay, that's what it looks like. It's not. Okay, when I go hire a real estate agent, I use a sub-2 member. Her name is Ingrid. It costs money to sell a house on the market. So we're going to go find a family, obviously. We're going to put that on the MLS. We're going to find a family to buy this house from us. It's all done, ready to go. Janie and Jim, their kids can move into the house right away. And it's probably going to cost me, I know this sounds crazy, but it's going to cost you $75,000 to sell that property. Okay, so I'm not going to make $168,000. I'm going to sell it for $750. It's going to cost me $75,000 to sell the house. That's agent, appraiser, inspector. That's a binzer. I won't go into what a binzer is today, but it's basically these people asking for repairs or asking for a credit. Okay. We call these things concessions as well. So what's happening a lot right now is that these families are asking for concessions. What is a concession? Well, these families are saying interest rates are so high, 7 point whatever percent. Can you help us do a loan buy down? Okay. And so who's paying for that? The seller. It's crazy, but the seller is the one that pays for this family's mortgage buy down. Okay. It's kind of crazy, but that's what happens. So I won't make I won't make 168. I'll make 168. That's what I'm all into at 582, selling it for 750. Our spread is 168, but we got to pay 75,000 to sell the property. So we'll make, I don't know, somewhere around roughly 90,000 bucks, somewhere around there. You have no idea. When you're fixing and flipping, you're essentially gambling. Okay. So there you go. That's how it's done. You can find a deal one of these ways. Go to Keegley.com, investorlift.com, or my free Facebook group is, the name of my free Facebook group is Creative Real Estate with Pace Morby. You guys can just Google it. Okay. And you can go find deals in my Facebook group, Creative Real Estate with Pace Morby. These are like on the easy scale, not even a 1. Why? Because somebody has already found them. Okay. So these wholesalers, let's just call them wholesalers, have learned from me how to go out and talk to agents and talk to sellers. They go get these under contract, and then they are selling the contract. Okay. So this is a cool way to make money too. This is another really, really cool way to make money. Adam says, it doesn't let you join the Facebook group. You have to put your information in there, Adam, and you have to request to be a member. I actually bought this deal, okay, this property on 13th Ave. I bought this deal right here on 13th Ave. I bought it from a girl named Kelly, okay, Kelly Humbarger. She made 10K. On top of the person that actually found it. So here's what she did, okay? She knows my buy box. She knows what I'm looking for, okay? So Kelly keeps sending us deals. Hey, do you like this? Hey, do you like this? Hey, do you like this? The reality is she's not the one that actually found the deal. She found the person who found the deal, okay? And she's literally making a $10,000 connection fee. This is what is so fun about real estate. Is we call this bird dogging. Okay, so she's looking for a deal for me. She made $10,000 on top of the person that was actually doing the cold calling. And so this person made good money. Okay, they made $24,900. When they brought the deal to her, she added $10,000 on top. I bought the deal. I go add value by flipping it. This is how I structure the financing. And then I go and sell the thing for $750. So that's how we do it. That's how we make money. Tanisha Ebb says, I've made money bringing a deal to you. See, that's kind of cool. I'll pin that for you guys to talk to Tanisha. She's awesome. So that's how you make money without any money. And there's 2 different ways to do that, okay? You could be the person finding the deal and just making $10,000, $15,000, or you could also be the person that's flipping houses. So let me show you guys my buy box. In fact, if you guys send me a DM on Instagram, like right now. Don't comment. All you guys are going to be tempted to comment. Go and DM me, and I will give you this buy box. Okay. What is a buy box? This is all the places that I flip houses, what kind of houses I'm looking for. Okay. And where you can send them. Properties at pacemorby.com. Hey, Pace, my deal is within your buy box. What do I do next? We already told you. Here's the areas I'm buying. Here's what I'm buying. And you guys could literally just go over, let's go to Keegley.com. Okay, this is how easy this really is. People will freaking overthink everything. Okay, so Keegley.com. I can go to properties right here. And I can look at houses that are already under contract. Their price is right here. Wholesale price, 87 grand. Wholesale price, 159. Look at all these deals right here. You can send these to my team as they pop up. These, obviously, a lot of these have been sold. But that's Tucson. Let's go to Phoenix. Okay. You guys want to send me deals? Then go on here and email my team. Hey, here's a deal. Hey, here's a deal. Here's a deal. Here's a deal. Look at all these deals that are already under contract. These are already under contract. That's a really good place to go, is just go to Keegley.com. Boom. Look for deals on that website that fit my buy box and bring them to me. Okay. So you could make like $10,000 just bringing a deal to somebody like me. And how many me's are there? Just in Phoenix, Arizona, there's like 15,000 fix and flippers that flip pretty consistently. I'd say at least 5 or 6 deals every year. Literally thousands and thousands of people are like, hey, bring me a deal, bring me a deal. It doesn't even have to be your deal. Yeah, John Bay says only Arizona pays. Yes. Flipping, I'm only flipping in Arizona. I am buying RV parks all over the country. I'm buying mobile homes and mobile home parks all over the country. Okay. But Arizona, do we have to have a certain business license to qualify to send your team deals? No. That's the cool thing about this business is that you don't have to be licensed to do any of this stuff. You don't have to go to real estate school. In fact, I don't know many real estate agents that know more. I don't know one real estate agent that knows more about real estate than I do. I know that sounds harsh, but I'm telling you right now, if you want to learn real estate, do not become a real estate agent. They do not know real estate. They know how to sell somebody else's property. They don't know how to value properties. They don't know how to finance things. They don't know how to flip. They don't know how to create like value in a property. They understand the concept, but they don't understand how it actually works. Okay. I have a property from the bank in Tucson. Cool. Yeah. I don't buy in Tucson, so I would find my sub 2 members. Send me a DM and I'll connect you guys to my free Facebook group so you can find students. I'm not buying in Tucson. I'm buying in this area. And if you guys want this buy box, this graphic, just send me a DM and I'll get it over to you. Okay. Pace, I have sent you a DM. Okay, cool. So true. It's not in their wheelhouse. Yep. Curious on, okay. Are you buying in Northern Nevada? No, I'm not, but my students are. I have 15,000 students all over the country and they are. So go to my free Facebook group. Yes, I know somebody in every city. I have the largest real estate community on the planet. We are the largest. I think the next largest real estate community is I'm not exaggerating, 1/50th our size, 1/50th. We have successful community members in literally all zip codes in the entire country, literally, okay? Would you be interested in a 119 unit multifamily deal in Myrtle Beach? Guys, send me a DM and just say buy box, and I'll send you my buy box of what I'm personally buying, but that doesn't mean my students, my community members and sub 2 are not buying in other areas. They're buying all over. So you guys want their buy box, then comment the word buy box. If you guys need money for your projects, then just email me, money@pacemorby.com. We'll help you get financed. And if you guys need a hard money lender, my favorite hard money lender we work with is myinvestorloan.com. That's who we use for all of our flips. It's who we use for all of our refinances as well. How do you start? I just told you, but that's okay. What's your DM? DM means direct message. It means send me a message on Instagram. Like go to the message on Instagram and send me a message on Instagram. Okay. Buy box info. So Richard, the realtor, says buy box info. Cool. Richard, send me a message on Instagram. You're making a comment. That's very different than sending a message. Okay. Heading to Mal. Okay, cool. Send a DM. Awesome. What about a mobile home park in Michigan? Yeah, I'll take a look at it. It is in my buy box for buying those. I have 5 different buy boxes, meaning I buy 5 different things. Okay, we buy businesses all over the country. We buy mobile home and RV parks all over the country. We buy multifamilies all over the country. But when I'm doing a fix and flip, I'm only buying fix and flips in Arizona. Okay, so send me a message on Instagram and just say buy box. Okay, cool. Let's see, any other questions? Pace, take a deep breath. I know, dude, it's crazy how I got to be patient with people because there was at a point where I didn't know what an Instagram DM is, you know? So I got to remind myself I can't get angry or frustrated with people that don't know what I know, you know? So I saw that you're now helping fellow Canadians. Does all of this apply to the Canadian people too? Yes, it does. I've been helping Canadians for years. I just finally decided to start advertising. We put a Canadian ad together with Mel, one of our Canadian students. Can I come learn from you in person? If you are a sub 2 student, yes. If you're not, then no. Are you coming to LA? Go to whereispace.com. You'll see where I'm going. Do you sleep? I try not to. Life is too good to freaking lay in bed. Okay, mentor Don Ivansky. Send me a gosh dang DM on Instagram and I will send you a buy box that looks like this. Okay, it's a PDF and it will tell you exactly where to send the deals, please. Hey, good to see you, brother. Blake says, I'm trying not to laugh. Think any investor will help fund the admit for, no. I missed the web pages you were talking about, finding leads. It's okay. When I post it, you can go back. Why are you only fixing and flipping in Arizona? Let's check here. See if he's not naked. Pace, could your team help me out with a loan for a deal in Phoenix I'm looking to close on? Absolutely. Money@pacemorby.com. We'd love to help you out. Jesse says this live session has more info packed into it than most classes. Yeah. Do you still prefer subtail rate rather than finding gap lenders? Just finished those videos last night. Yeah, we do a lot of subtail deals, but when I'm buying cash deals from other people in the community, explain how a Burr method sucks. You tell me. You have to have credit. You have to have a W-2. You have to put significant amount of money down. They want that money to be your money. The Burr method is literally not for beginners. It is the opposite thing. Beginners cannot be doing the Burr strategy. Oh, you have to use your credit. Oh, you have to have tax returns. Oh, you have to have good credit, not just have credit. You have to have good credit. Okay, that's why it sucks. Backed Quinn says, you looked fried, my guy. Is that like a hip way of saying I look high? I flew in last night at 1:00 in the morning from Charlotte. Are you open for 5+ units? Yes, absolutely. Pace, I'm looking to buy a sub 2 deal in Massachusetts. Can you help? Yeah, go to my students in sub 2. Tons of people are doing deals in Massachusetts. What do you recommend for beginners? Find a deal for somebody else. Do what Kelly Humbarger did. Here's what I'll do for you guys. Send me a DM and I will give you a training for beginners. Okay. I will give you a training for beginners, like where to start, what to do next. Hold my hand. I'm a baby type of stuff. Okay. Why sub 2 FHA loan sucks to close in Arizona because of insurance? I don't know, John Bay. Why don't you use getcreativetitle.com? They'll do it for you. Tired? Yeah, probably tired. I flew it. It's 8:00 in the morning. I landed last night from Charlotte at 1 a.m. I got home, showered, probably fell asleep about 1:30, got up at like 5. So I've got 3.5 hours of sleep, of course. Are you familiar with this in Arizona? Yes. I'm going to say this. I could say this 1,000 times, but for some reason, people just don't understand it. Guys, I'm about to speak English to you, okay? I have 15,000 people that have learned from me all over the country. They are doing deals in every single zip code. Every one of them, including New York, including New Jersey, including Seattle, including Oregon, including California, including all your states that you think I'm not including. It's including everywhere. How do I find those people? Go to my Facebook group. Okay, I have a free Facebook group, Creative Real Estate with Pace Morby. It's a free Facebook group. You can connect with them. Pace, can foreigners do this? Yes, we have people from 29 other countries doing this. Okay. Pace, coming to meet you in Fort Lauderdale next week. Cool. Oh, am I in Fort Lauderdale? That's cool. All right. I must be. Where's pace.com? Fort Lauderdale. Let's see. If you guys go to whereispace.com, you can see where I'm at. It says Pace is currently in Phoenix. Fort Lauderdale. You're right. February 14th, Valentine's Day. I'll be in Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Pace, I am coming to Fresno. Pace is changing. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I live in Palm Beach, Florida. Is that too pricey? No, there's nowhere too pricey to do any of this, guys. Everything. I don't know what is up with that. Did I think this when I was brand new? Like, was I always like, is it too pricey? Maybe I did think this way. Maybe I just forgot. Yeah. Anyway, whatever value you guys got out of this, please share it with somebody. Let somebody know. I just broke down exactly how to make money without any money. And if you DM me, I'll give you like a beginner training, like a really, really beginner training on how you can do this too. I'll just give you, it's like probably 2 hours long, and it's not a YouTube video. It's like a Zoom I did recently. And you guys can watch that step by step by step. Okay. Anybody that wants to know where is Pace going to go to whereispace.com. Can you explain the steps that Kelly did to get the deal in front of you that's in your buy box? Yeah, let's chat with you for just a second. Let me bring you up here. Come to Portland, Oregon. Guys, are you lunatics? Go to whereispace.com. Literally, Portland, Oregon is on the list, you knucklehead. Holy moly.
Oh,
Yo, what
hi.
up?
I was not expecting this. Oh my
Hey,
gosh, hi.
do you ever watch my lives and realize that I have to repeat myself 8,500 times?
Yes, you do. And so I got in later, and that's why when I saw that part, I was like, God, I wish I heard the beginning because I know you said that you go on certain websites, you're able to act to be able to look at properties that could possibly be in your buy box. Now, I did send a DM, but what are the steps after that? How do we get it in front of you? Because I know obviously you're busy, man. I know you're
Oh yeah,
everywhere.
I don't look at any of the deals, but here
Okay.
I'll show you right here.
Properties at
Okay. I'll give you a quick rundown on this, okay?
Thank you.
So, Kelly Humbarger, she's one of my sub 2 members, and she says, I want to make like 10 grand every couple of weeks, but I don't want to call sellers, and I don't want to call agents, and I don't want to negotiate, and I don't want to spend money on marketing, and I don't want to have to learn about comping and underwriting. I mean, those are really daunting, scary things to have to learn when you're brand new.
Right.
And so, what I tell them to do, it's pretty simple. You're going to be kind of blown away by this. Okay. It's going to be so simple that your brain is going to be like, there's no way it's that simple. It truly is even more simple than I'm describing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Check it out. So I could do a couple things. Like I could go to
Mhm.
Keegly, and you could send these to Heidi on my team.
Okay.
Right there, property at Pace Morby. Now you might ask the question. It's a really good question. Why is Heidi not just on that website looking at the deals? Why is there value for you sending me those deals? Why?
Because
Because
oh, sorry. No, you know.
I'd like actually, yeah. Tell me why do you think Heidi's not on there?
Well, because I mean, if you have people looking for you, at least she doesn't have to waste her time. She can actually take time to do the comps in the area, kind of evaluate the property and stuff.
She runs my construction crews.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't have time to sit in front of a computer, and so she needs people sending her deals, and it saves me time and energy from having to keep up on top of all the deals that are going on in the marketplace. So if I'm making $90,000 or $100,000 on every deal,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not using any of my own money,
Mm-hmm.
why wouldn't I just pay somebody 10 grand to bring me a deal, right? So what Kelly does is she'll go to places like Keegly.com. Here's another one that's going to be a little bit more challenging, but it's very simple. Okay, watch this. Whatever market you're in, now you can do this with anyone in my community. You don't have to do this with me. You can find my sub 2 students and do it with them. If
Okay.
you type in cash buyer Phoenix, okay,
Mm-hmm.
here's what's going to happen. You're going to find people that are saying they're cash buyers, but they are not. This is one of my very best friends. He is not a cash buyer. But why does he have a cash offer program? What is he doing?
The same thing you're doing.
No, I used to do this. I graduated from this. Okay.
Oh, okay.
What is he doing? He is a wholesaler. So what he's doing, here, let me whiteboard this out real quick. I'll explain it to you. Hopefully other people like this. And by the way, guys, if you joined late, go back and watch it. I promise you it's good. Has everybody in the comments, has this been worth your guys' time to come in here? I'm not even wearing pants, guys. I'm wearing Crocs and underwear, and I'm hanging out here on my whiteboard with you guys. Okay, so I'll break down what he's doing and where you can provide value to somebody like me, okay?
Okay.
And what's interesting is you might say, well, how is he's your friend? Why aren't you just buying deals from him directly? I'll tell you why. This is such an interest. If I could teach you one thing today, it would be how this business really works, and something that I wish I learned in the very beginning. There's no reason you can't be making 10, 15, $20,000 a week. And I know for a lot of people that sounds impossible, but I promise you, I could guarantee you, I could literally write a contract with you that guarantees that you'd be successful with this model. I could bet my left pinky on it. Okay? That's how like simple and guaranteed this method is. Okay? Sorry, I had to clean off the whiteboard. So, every deal starts with what? A seller. Every deal starts with a seller. Remember that. Okay? Every deal ends with a buyer. Okay? This in this situation, this would be a family that's going to move into the house. Okay? Does this family that's going to move into this house know who this seller is?
No.
Okay. Well, because of that, there's about 51 people that make money on this person selling the house. Because there's all these middlemen along the way, and I get to be one of them, and you get to be one of them. So let me show you how you can be one of these 51 people. Okay. If you don't know that 51, there's like 30 of them that are contractors, like carpet guy, tile guy, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Title company, insurance agent. There's a lot of people that make money on this seller not knowing who this buyer is directly. Okay. So here's how it works. Let's say I'm a wholesaler, WS for wholesaler. Wholesaler calls these sellers. Well, I'm not going to teach you guys how to do this today. I've done this on my YouTube channel. I do this for my students all the time. But let's say this wholesaler is calling foreclosure lists. Okay. We're not going to talk about that because you're not going to do it. I already know that. I'm going to say it again. I already know you're not going to do it. I could teach you how to do this. You won't do it because it's scary.
Okay.
Calling people that are in foreclosure and negotiating 99% of this person's entire brain all day long is, how do I get in front of more sellers that are in foreclosure, and how do I get them to sell their house to me at a discount? That is 99% of their entire thought process all day long. They don't have time to work with buyers all day long. They don't have time to flip houses. They don't have time to do anything but find discounted prices or discounted houses that are going through foreclosure by calling the sellers directly. Following me so far?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what ends up happening is anybody watching this Instagram live, if you find the wholesalers in town, by the way, in my town, there's about 50,000 of these guys. I'm not exaggerating.
No.
If you find them and say, hey, I have a buyer, I look for deals for. Pretty obvious, and you're not lying, you're telling the truth. Hey, I have a buyer I look for deals for. What deals do you have?
Okay.
Pretty simple. This is so effing simple. People will think that it's not true. Okay. Again, if you guys want the training, I just did a training on this. Okay. I just did a training on exactly this. It's a 2-hour training. Just DM me and I'll get you guys the training sometime today.
Yes.
Okay. So you reach out to these wholesalers. Hey, wholesaler. Hey, wholesaler. Hey, wholesaler. And if you have probably 3 to 4 of these relationships, you're going to get 1 to 2 houses every single week from each one of those, totaling about 8 to 12 houses per week from that team or from all those wholesalers. Does that make sense? Where do I find them? Well, I already showed you. Type in cash buyer in whatever area you're in, cash buyer Phoenix. Okay. There's plenty of them. They're all over the place. Okay. What are these people doing? They are not buying houses. They are lying. That's a very rude way of saying it, but some of these are my very best friends. They are reaching out to sellers saying, I'm a cash buyer. No, they're not. They want to wholesale these and make a finder's fee for finding discounted prices. Make sense? Okay. So do you need to go cold call sellers, negotiate, worry about contracts, money? Do you have to worry about being good or spending a ton of money on marketing? No. Your job is to follow up with these wholesalers weekly. That is actually a very valuable thing. Why? Because these wholesalers, remember, 99% of their time is focused on this. Literally, 99% of their time is focused on this.
Exactly.
So what's happening is they have other people reach out to them. They have other yous reaching out to them. Okay. And they are also asking, hey, do you have deals? Hey, do you have deals? Hey, do you have deals? So who is the person that gets the deals? The person who asks the most frequently, the person that stays on top of this person. That is the value you provide. Does my team, Heidi, who is running 16 projects at a time, does she have time to do this?
No.
Do you see the value that you provide?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the problem with most newbies is they don't understand the value that they provide to this situation.
Right.
Okay, so this wholesaler, the one that made 24,900 on that deal I just told you about is in my sub 2 program. I taught him how to do all of this. Then the girl Kelly is also in my sub 2 program. She's just not as advanced as him, and so I taught her how to go do this as well. So he made 24,900. He's busy doing what?
Wholesaling,
right?
Getting it under contract. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a full-time freaking job. This is so much work. I did this for 8 years straight. Kelly is like, I don't know if I even have the personality to do that.
Right.
I don't know if I have the time. I'm a mother. I just got my first house, sub 2. I just moved in and I'm building my transaction coordination business. Pace, I want to make a couple extra, bucks a month. My Kelly, this is so easy. Go find me deals. She's like, why don't they just send deals to Heidi directly? Because if Heidi is waiting for them to send her deals, they are not thinking about Heidi. They are thinking about 99% of their life is where can I get discounted properties that are sellers in foreclosure? This is a full-time job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you add $10,000 on top of it. This is literally it. You don't even have to worry about the paperwork with my team. My team will just do all the paperwork for you.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so you can literally send me that person's address and go, hey, this does not include my fee. Is this a good deal? And Heidi will add a fee for you on top of it. I will make it so easy for you.
Okay. Okay.
If you can't do that,
yeah.
if you can't do that, and people are like, and here's what's gonna happen. Somebody's gonna go, where do I start?
So, and I know you mentioned before that basically, yeah, we could do this with you, but we could also do this with other investors as well.
Do this with my other 15,000 sub 2 members all over the country. It does not. What city do you live in?
I live in Idaho, Meridian.
Okay, Meridian. So, which is basically Boise.
Basically Boise.
It's
yeah.
just the newer part, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How many people do I have in Boise, do you think?
Probably over maybe 10 grand of 10,000.
No, I have 15,000 in my paid community, my students. So in Boise, Meridian, Eagle area, we have about 350 people. They have a meetup every month. Some of them are developing apartments. Some of them are doing mobile home parks. Some of them are flipping. Some of them are doing exactly what I'm doing. So go to my free Facebook group and make a post in my free Facebook group and say, hey, I just talked to Pace. Okay. I just talked to Pace and I want to send deals to people in the sub 2 community. What's your buy box? I want to know what your buy box is.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
You say you go to person who is selling a home, but how do you buy it? Do you do a loan? Okay. So for you, some of you guys that showed up late, I've been on here for 40 minutes. Go back and watch how the loans work and where I get my loans and all of that kind of stuff. Okay. Go back and watch it. I'm going to post it here in a minute. Any other questions you have before I leave?
No, you're amazing, Pace. I really appreciate it. Can I get a screenshot real quick? Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Guys, anybody else, go back and rewatch this. If you guys need my buy box, you guys want to go back and rewatch it. I just gave you guys so much freaking technical step by step stuff. Go back and watch it. Guys, have a great day. I got a meeting in 25 minutes. I got to get showered for.